What's up, everybody? It's Davis here, and today we're all about 2024 migration pattern here in the United States, which has shown a sort of surprising trends, with certain states experiencing notable population inflows and others facing considerable outflows. So in this video, we will be diving deep into the top 7 states people are moving to and the top 7 they're fleeing from in 2024. We'll be looking at the reasons behind these moves, like job markets, housing costs, and even things like taxes and quality of life. We'll also include the average cost of living for each state. Whether you're thinking about making a move yourself or just curious about the latest trends, this video is for you as we look at all the reasons why people are packing up and heading to greener pastures, or in some cases, maybe not so green pastures. So let's get started. First up, we have Texas, the Lone Star State. Texas has been booming lately, and it's no surprise why. The state has diverse and great economic opportunities, with major industries like tech, energy, and healthcare thriving. And if you're tired of forking over a huge chunk of your paycheck to the tax authority, you'll be happy to hear that Texas has no state income tax. That means more money in your pocket to invest, save, or spend on, you guessed it, real estate. Speaking of real estate, Texas offers a more affordable cost of living compared to many other popular states. Sure, places like Austin have seen prices rise, but overall, you're getting more bang for your buck in Texas. Plus, let's not forget the weather. If you're a fan of sunshine and warm temperatures, Texas has got you covered. Just be prepared for those hot summers. But hey, at least you can work on your tan. On average, the cost of living in Texas is about 8% lower than the national average, making it an attractive option for many. Next up, we have the Sunshine State, Florida. Florida has always been a popular destination, known for its beautiful beaches, warm weather, and of course, Disney World. But lately, it's seen a huge surge in new residents, and it's not just retirees anymore. One of the biggest draws of Florida is, you guessed it, no state income tax. That's right, just like Texas, you get to keep more of your hard-earned money. And when you're living in Florida, you'll have more to spend on enjoying all that Florida has to offer. While Florida's housing market has heated up, it's still relatively affordable compared to places like California or New York. Plus, there's a wide range of options, from beachfront condos to suburban homes, so you can find something that fits your budget and lifestyle. And let's not forget the biggest perk of living in Florida, the weather. Say goodbye to snow shovels and winter coats, and say hello to sunshine, warm breezes, and year-round outdoor living. The average cost of living in Florida is relatively moderate, making it an attractive option for many. Alright, coming in at number 3, we've got South Carolina. Now, this state has been climbing the popularity ranks, and it's not hard to see why. Imagine sunny beaches, charming historic towns, and a cost of living that won't break the bank. That's South Carolina for you. One of the biggest draws for people moving to South Carolina is the affordability. Think about it. Your dollar simply goes further here. Housing is generally more attainable compared to many other parts of the country, and everyday expenses like groceries and utilities tend to be lower too. That means more money in your pocket for the things you love. But it's not just about saving money. South Carolina offers a fantastic quality of life. The climate is a major plus. Think mild winters and warm, sunny summers. Perfect for enjoying the state's beautiful beaches and outdoor activities. Plus, the job market is growing, with industries like tourism, manufacturing, and healthcare attracting new residents. So, if you're looking for that sweet spot of affordability, opportunity, and a relaxed southern charm, you might just find it in South Carolina. I mean, who wouldn't want to wake up to sunshine and the sound of the ocean without completely emptying their bank account? Just something to consider. On average, the cost of living in South Carolina is about 10% lower than the national average, making it an attractive option for many. Next up, at number 4, we have North Carolina. This state has been steadily growing in popularity, and for good reason. It's got a little something for everyone, from beautiful beaches to bustling cities and stunning mountain ranges. Now, one of the things that makes North Carolina so attractive is its diverse economy. We're talking about a state with strong sectors in technology, finance, research, and manufacturing. This means there are job opportunities for a wide range of professionals, from recent grads to seasoned experts. But North Carolina isn't just about work and no play. The state is known for its high quality of life with excellent education systems, including prestigious universities like Duke and UNC Chapel Hill. Plus, you've got access to both the mountains and the coast, making it a haven for outdoor enthusiasts. And when it comes to living costs, North Carolina hits that sweet spot of being relatively affordable, especially when you compare it to some of the larger, more expensive states. The average cost of living in North Carolina is around 5% below the national average. So you get that balance of opportunity, lifestyle, and affordability, which is a pretty attractive package deal in my book. Coming in at number 5, we've got Tennessee, a state that's been making a name for itself as a hub for music, culture, and surprisingly, affordability. Now, Tennessee is one of those states that doesn't have a state income tax. That's right, you heard that correctly, and for a lot of folks, that's a huge draw. It means more money stays in your pocket, which you can then use to invest, save, or enjoy all the amazing things Tennessee has to offer. And speaking of amazing things, Tennessee is known for its vibrant music scene, especially in Nashville, the country music capital of the world. But it's not just country music, you've got blues, rock and roll, and a whole lot of soul. Plus, the state is home to stunning natural beauty, from the Great Smoky Mountains to its many lakes and rivers. And the best part is, you get all of this at a relatively affordable price. Housing costs in Tennessee are generally lower than the national average, and the overall cost of living is pretty reasonable. The average cost of living in Tennessee is about 10% lower than the national average, making it an attractive option for many. So if you're looking for a state with a low cost of entry, a whole lot of heart, and a whole lot of music, Tennessee might just be the perfect place for you. Coming in at number 6 is Georgia, and it's no surprise why people are flocking to the Peach State. Georgia provides a strong and diverse economy, with major companies like Delta Airlines, Coca-Cola, and Home Depot headquartered there. That translates to a lot of job opportunities, especially in the bustling city of Atlanta. Now, while Atlanta might be a bit pricier, the rest of Georgia offers a surprisingly reasonable cost of living. You can find affordable housing whether you're looking for a spacious suburban home or a trendy apartment downtown. Plus, Georgia's got that southern charm, with friendly people and a more laid-back vibe. And don't forget about the food, guys. We're talking mouth-watering barbecue, delicious peach cobbler, and some of the best southern cooking you can find. But it's not all about peaches and pecan pie. Georgia's also got stunning natural beauty, from the Appalachian Mountains to the beaches along the Atlantic coast. So, if you're looking for a state with a strong economy, affordable living, and a taste of southern hospitality, Georgia is definitely worth checking out. The average cost of living in Georgia is about 7% lower than the national average, making it an attractive option for many. At number 7, we have Arkansas, a state that often gets overlooked, but it shouldn't be. Arkansas offers affordability, job opportunities, and a strong sense of community. Companies like Walmart and Tyson Foods provide many jobs. The cost of living is lower than the national average. The state is known as the natural state for a reason. Stunning mountains, beautiful lakes, and vast forests await. Arkansans are known for their friendliness and welcoming spirit. It's a place where you can easily feel at home. The average cost of living in Arkansas is about 14% lower than the national average. Arkansas is definitely worth a look. Alright, now we're switching to the top 7 states that people are currently moving away from, and at the top of the list, at number 1, we have California. Though California, the Golden State, is known for its beautiful beaches, Hollywood glamour, and Silicon Valley innovation, unfortunately people do not love it here, mostly due to the high cost of living. The dream of living in California is becoming increasingly out of reach for many. The cost of living in California is sky high, with some of the most expensive housing in the country. We're talking about a median home price that's enough to make your jaw drop. I mean, even with a good-paying job, affording a decent place to live can feel impossible. And it's not just housing, everything from groceries to gas is more expensive in California. California has the nation's 3rd highest cost of living index at 142.2. California's transportation costs are the 2nd highest in the country, due in part to high gas prices in the state. Housing in California is twice the national average, with a typical single-family home priced at $683,996. The average rent for a 2-bedroom apartment in California is $1,884. costs run much higher in major metropolitan areas, such as Los Angeles and San Francisco. The living wage for a family of 4 in California is $110,255, while the median family income is $105,232. California also has the highest rate of homelessness in the nation. Then there's the issue of taxes. California has some of the highest taxes in the nation, which eats into your hard-earned income. And let's not forget about the state income tax, which can be a real killer, especially for high earners. So, with the high cost of living, soaring housing prices, and hefty tax burden, it's no wonder that people are leaving California in search of more affordable and tax-friendly pastures. And you know what? I don't blame them. It's all about making your money work for you. The average cost of living in California is $46,636 per year for a single adult. Alright, let's address the Empire State in the room, New York. New York is seeing a significant exodus of residents. High taxes are a major factor. Income and property taxes are among the highest in the country. The cost of living is also extremely high. Rent, groceries, and real estate are expensive. The average cost of living in New York is around 40% higher than the national average. Many are moving to states with lower taxes and more affordable living. Next up, we're heading over to the Midwest to talk about Illinois, another state that's been grappling with a declining population. Now, Illinois has a lot to offer, from the bustling city of Chicago to its beautiful natural landscapes. But despite its charms, Illinois has been facing some serious challenges that are causing residents to head for the exits. One of the biggest factors is the state's high taxes. Illinois has a flat income tax rate, which might sound appealing on the surface, but it doesn't bode well for everyone, especially those with lower incomes. On top of that, property taxes are through the roof, making it incredibly expensive to own a home, especially in the Chicagoland area. And then there's the issue of crime. Chicago, in particular, has struggled with high crime rates, which can be a major deterrent for families and businesses looking to put down roots. When you combine that with the economic challenges and the high cost of living, it's easy to see why some Illinois residents are feeling a little fed up. The average cost of living in Illinois is around 7% higher than the national average. So, Illinois faces a bit of an uphill battle in terms of attracting and retaining residents. They'll need to address these pressing issues if they want to reverse the trend of outbound migration. Now, let's shift gears and head down south to Louisiana, a state known for its unique culture and delicious food, and, unfortunately, its fair share of challenges. While Louisiana has its own charm, it's also been experiencing a steady outflow of residents, and there are a few key factors at play. One major factor is the state's economy. Louisiana has struggled to diversify its economy beyond the oil and gas industry, which can be volatile and subject to booms and busts. This lack of economic diversity has led to limited job opportunities, lower wages, and a higher poverty rate compared to other states. But it's not just the economy that's causing people to leave. Louisiana is also highly susceptible to natural disasters, particularly hurricanes. We all remember the devastation caused by Hurricane Katrina, and these recurring natural disasters can be incredibly disruptive and costly for residents. So when you combine the economic factors with the risks associated with natural disasters, it's understandable why some Louisianans are choosing to relocate to areas with greater economic stability and a lower risk of natural hazards. Additionally, the average cost of living in Louisiana is relatively low compared to other states, but the economic instability and natural disaster risks often outweigh this benefit for many residents. Alright, so we've covered a lot of states seeing huge growth, but now it's time to talk about the other side of the coin. South Dakota, famous for Mount Rushmore, has been seeing more people move out than in. It's known for its low cost of living and no state income tax. The average cost of living in South Dakota is about 11% lower than the national average. But there's got to be more to the story, right? Is it the lack of job opportunities? Maybe the harsh winters? Or wanting to be closer to family? Migration patterns are complex. South Dakota has its own unique charm. Whether this trend continues or reverses, we'll have to keep an eye on it. Mississippi, the Magnolia state, has seen a slight dip in its population recently. Now, I'm not saying Mississippi doesn't have its charm, But some factors are causing folks to pack their bags. One of the biggest challenges is the limited economic opportunities in certain areas. While there are pockets of growth, the overall job market hasn't been as good as other states we've talked about, which can be a deal breaker for those seeking career advancement. On top of that, quality of life indicators like healthcare and education haven't kept pace with some of the faster growing states. Don't get me wrong, Mississippi is working on improving these areas, but it's a gradual process. For those seeking a more affordable lifestyle, Mississippi might still hold some appeal. But for young professionals and families looking for strong job markets and top-tier amenities, it might not be the top choice right now. The average cost of living in Mississippi is lower than the national average, which can be a significant factor for many. It's all about weighing your priorities and what matters most to you when making a move. West Virginia, known for its beautiful mountains and natural beauty, has unfortunately experienced a more pronounced population decline. The state has faced economic challenges, particularly in its traditional industries like coal mining. This shift has led to limited job prospects, especially for younger generations entering the workforce. While there are efforts to diversify the economy, it's an uphill battle. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Dave, West Virginia is stunning and the cost of living is low, and you'd be right. The state has a lot to offer in terms of affordability and natural beauty. However, for many, the lack of strong job opportunities and career growth potential outweighs these advantages. It's a classic case of trade-offs. You might have a lower cost of living, but if you're struggling to find a well-paying job, it can be a tough compromise. On average, the cost of living in West Virginia is about 10% lower than the national average. So there you have it. We've explored the top 7 states people are moving to and the 7 states people are leaving in 2024. From booming economies to affordable living and from high taxes to limited job markets, it's clear that a complex web of factors influences these migration patterns, including the average cost of living. Remember, choosing where to live is a big decision with financial and lifestyle implications. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. Let us know in the comments which state you'd consider moving to or leaving and why. See you in the next video.